Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Seasonal, the platform where we speak truth to power. Just to give you a quick update, the Senate to prioritize police powers, to prioritize state police and the power of devolution. Now, both the Senate and House of Reps are involved in this process, but um, let us read through it, and I'll go and explain what I would like to add to this. One of the things that I've been advocating for is for all our constitution to be translated into um, our local languages. Without our people knowing what laws that's being passed on their behalf, they can't participate in it. The simplest and the best way for that to happen is for the government to recognize that our the laws must be in the language that our people understand, their local language, their mother tongue. So we are advocating for that, be it the House of Reps, be it the senators, that they begin to actually write those laws. Whatever review they're doing, anything that they're doing relating to our constitution should be in our local languages: Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Ibibio, all of the languages, because we are sovereigns. Our It is essential that we know what laws are being passed to be used to govern us and to govern on behalf of we the sovereigns, because the constitution states, go to www.citizenhour.org, it states that we are the sovereigns, and as sovereigns, what we need must be top priority. What we need above all is to have the constitution in our local languages. So let us quickly read through this, then I will reiterate that point. So now, the Senate stated that it would give priority to the state police and devolution of powers in the bill in the course of the constitutional review exercise. This came to the fore on Wednesday during the committee's inaugural meeting. The chairman of the committee, who is also Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau, announced the names of 47-member committee to review the 1999 Constitution. Barau said the committee is unique in the sense that it has all female senators as members. The chairman promised that committee would operate differently from previous committees to achieve its set objectives. During the contributions, the lawmakers representing Niger East, Senator Sani Musa noted that the bills should be sorted based on importance. He said, "We have learned a big thing from the last assembly when most bills were not prioritized. So it is time, let us prioritize and take the ones that are very critical, like the issue of state police devolution of powers, areas that we feel will have a direct impact on our constitution. When we do this, it would fast track the constitution review." The chairman of the committee, Barau, noted that all observations would be raised to be used as a roadmap in the workings of the committee. Earlier, Barau said the ad hoc committee on constitution review has set 24 months to complete the exercise. He noted that the committee will work in synergy with the House of Representatives for constitution alteration. Barau said, "I wish to quickly remind you that we will work in synergy with our counterparts in the House of Representatives, and we will be very strategic in the conduct of our affairs. We will be guided by the laws and rules of legislative business, including precedents where it does not conflict with any known rule, while also being innovative where we can. The committee will strongly consult and engage critical stakeholders in a way that will ensure that the bills passed by the National Assembly will be approved by the State House of Assembly members and assented to by Mr. President." I will add a note there. This is where you and I come in. We must be part of that process. Every community must be part of this process. What do you want? What would you like the policing in your community to be like? You have the opportunity to participate in that process right now, because whether we like it or not, the reason why we are going for Yoruba nation is that the constitution is not working. The reason why people are saying no, one Nigeria and everything else, and we believe in all that, is because we know that something is not working. And the commonality is we must participate in that process. We have to participate to such an extent that we actually allow for devolution of powers to be able to take place, because what is going right now is not working. So we have a perfect opportunity now to be part of the process. Demand for this constitution to be written in our local languages, such as I will display to you in a couple of clicks here. Let me just show you what I mean. Here we go. Let me just quickly do that. I want you to just see this quickly. You all know what I do. Not the proposed constitution, but we're just going to go to the website, my website, and where it is. It's www.citizennetwork.org. So this is the constitution as it currently stands in English. I'm just going to show you. I call it fraudulent because it is really not reflective of what we really are as citizens. But I'm going to quickly go to section page 9, I think, page 15. Okay, page 15, yes. So this is the one that I wanted you to really be familiar with, and I need you to be aware of that as ever. And that's why I'm saying now, I'm urging us all to be part of this process from the get-go. Don't let them pass the laws. You have to influence and indeed instruct the state House of Assembly members, the local government council, by participating, calling for town hall meetings where the devolution of powers, the state police, and other powers I'm talking about will be something that you can play a role in from the get-go. And you must demand for it to be in your local languages. That is the best way that everybody can be part of this process. When you are speaking about this in your language, those who you are asking to go forward and speak on your behalf, they will make no mistake whatsoever. They will know that you are speaking to them about what you demand. We have the right to participate in that process. Let us demand for the constitution to all be in our local languages with immediate effect. That is what I suggest we do. And in doing so, it will give us the opportunity for those who wish to go for referendum to demand for it even more so in their local languages. It's a win-win, however way you look at it. But let me just quickly read through you this section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's 14.2a. 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, here's something I've done a little earlier on. I said I still have this chest. I had a severe chest infection that was really bothersome. But let us, I'll come and talk about that later on. So this is the Nigerian constitution I've translated into Yoruba. It should not have to be the preserve of someone like myself who passionately believes in the rights for the citizens to express themselves as sovereigns, to hold the government to account. It shouldn't be up to me to be able to be making this available to Yoruba people and others. The government should be at the forefront of this. We are calling on those in government to actually translate this constitution into our Yoruba language, into our local languages right now, because that way the people will know what's in the constitution, and they will be more willing to participate and demand that the new review of any review done from here on, that they play an active role in it. We do not want to be bystanders in this anymore. We have the opportunity now. Let us take advantage of it. So the section 14.2a, I'm going to read that to you in Yoruba. So here we go. 14.2a. Here we go. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ìdọ̀rẹ́ sí ìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. So that was 14.2 I read to you in English. Now it's in Yoruba. 14.2c. Ìkópa nípasẹ̀ àwọn ènìyàn níjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn ìpèsè ti yí orílẹ̀-èdè. So the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Those are the two really important information that you need. But we are asking for the constitution in its entirety to be translated into our local languages, so that the people, you do not have to speak English before you know your rights. That is what we are really advocating. You do not need to have to speak English, because when you put English as a basis upon which you will know your rights, you are denying millions of people the right to know their language, their constitution in their language, and that is not right. And that is the major problem we faced. You're giving the Bible to our people in their local language, but you're not giving the constitution to them in their local language. That is injustice. We need to address that. We are calling this out now. So please help us share this broadcast. Help us reach more people. This constitutional review is a very, very important thing that we need to be part of. whether or not you support One Nigeria or support Yoruba Nation, the first thing first is you must know the rights that is applicable to your lives right now, and be able to use those rights. And that's what we will need you to do, so that when you now go for Yoruba Nation or Biafra Nation, you already know that you're a sovereign and there are certain rights conferred upon you that you can use to demand that the government carry out what you, the sovereigns, desire, be it in Nigeria or in Biafra or in Yoruba land, so on and so forth. This is why this is very, very important. So let's read on for a few more minutes. The Secretariat will submit a work plan and process map with timelines to the steering committee, which will be presented for consideration and approval by the members in the next meeting. In his comment, a member of the committee, Senator Adamu Alero, PDP, Kebbi Central, admonished members to avoid controversial issues that may not sail through if included in exercise. I don't understand all that. No, nothing should be left out. And this is where I keep talking about it. We must participate in that process from the get-go in every community. That is the opportunity that we have now. This review, they did not remember the constitution that was imposed on us. Now we can begin to participate in that process to make sure that the constitution does what we need it to do. You need to participate on a local level, each and every one of us. Don't leave it to just the local government chairman, the state house of assembly members, or senators and house of reps. You as a citizen, as a sovereign, you have the power. I'm encouraging you to use that right now. That's what I'm encouraging you to do that right now. So let us carry on and read this. Also, we must take the issue of time seriously. It's often one of the pitfalls of the constitution amendment. We often leave the bills till the third or the fourth year, and by the time it gets to the president for assent, there are one or two issues. You discover that we no longer have time to make adjustments to those bills and represent to the president. Senate leader Okoyemi Badele said both senators and Ahmad Lawan and Aminu Tambawal are on the committee as former presiding officers. Let me just sorry about that. I need to get this out of the way. Skip. So, okay. Presiding officers. So, apart from the two, he said former governors are on the committee to bring their wealth of experience as state executives to bear in the national assignment. He assured Nigerians that assignment will not be business as usual because there are a lot of national issues to be dealt with. Senator Olalire Oyewumi from the Southwest also spoke about managing time. He said the committee should not work in isolation but in tandem with the executive. He said this will reduce variance in opinion, and that such should be adopted at state level, in which state governors should be carried along. Senator Aminu Tambawal, as a former principal officer, also sided with some time consciousness while calling for deepening consultations of stakeholders. And you are the stakeholder. This is the point I'm trying to make. You watching me, you're a stakeholder. You cannot afford to let this process go by you without you participating. You need to participate in the process in every community. This platform is geared towards ensuring that every community takes the opportunity to participate in the process. And that's why we are calling for the Constitution in its entirety to be translated into our local languages, so our people know the Constitution in their local language. We are advocating for that relentlessly on this platform, as many of you know. Please help us share this broadcast. He said the Constitution, as the most important document that governs the country, is imperfect, and it's prescribed way through which it can be reviewed. So the former speaker suggested the inclusion of youths, women, and Nigerians in the diaspora. He hoped that the 10th Senate will provide a remarkable amendment. Yes, I'm definitely that's my demographic. I'm abroad. I'm very keen to be part of this process, and I'm going to be doing everything I can to actually make sure this is there is something that's got to be. We need to have an input in this urgently. So I'll be looking forward to how they are going to get this done, and I want to really get involved in this process because this is where we need to make the change. Nigeria is not working. Without us, the people involved in it, in that process, it is not going to work. So let me read through again. So anyway, so there you have the information there. The key thing is the amendment, and I need you to really understand that you have the power. Constitution review, Senate to prioritize state, police, and power devolution. Now, this is what I'm saying. Power devolution means that it goes into local level, into your states, into your, each of the regions, southwest, southeast, you will have the devolution of powers. And we need to prepare for that. How do we prepare for that? By being part of the process. And the best thing we can do right now is to empower ourselves with the knowledge of the Constitution in our local languages. Please join Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We demand for the Constitution to be translated into our local languages. And that's what you will see at the top of all of this when you see this broadcast. I want you to share it. Please go to www.citizeny.org, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us reach as many people as possible. Be part of this process. Every community, this is a perfect opportunity for us to participate in that process. By participating, you can now demand for your security to be enhanced in your area. You can question your state government and your local government chairman, state House of Assembly members, House of Reps, senators, even governors. You can question them during town hall meetings. We have been advocating for that relentlessly on this platform. Let us join hands. This is a perfect opportunity. I will put a screenshot up that would explain that we demand for the Constitution to be translated into our local languages as a matter of urgency right now. Because that is the only way our people can participate in that process. We are the sovereigns and we have the power to participate. But because it is not in our local languages, many people don't know they have the powers. And we are trying to change that dynamic. We must be part of this process. This is something that we cannot ignore. I will come and share how you can participate in this process. I'm going to be doing some research and review of how we can get access to this information and begin to actually participate at a local level, each and every one of us. We must make comments that must make sure that we have to make sure that our comments and our suggestions and ideas come from our local government area to the state and is handed to the local government chairman for them to pass it on to the state House of Assembly members and the House of Reps and senators to make sure that our voices goes along to be part of that process of decision making in our governance. Without this fundamental issue being addressed, particularly in our local languages, nothing will change. We need to make that change from now. The two key words I want you to look at: state police and power devolution. Very, very important. And what happens in that process can impact our very lives. And it can either improve it or make it worse, depending on how we participate in the process. I'm urging us all, join in the struggle. You, of course, watch Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. I'm going to come back and talk about this probably on a live broadcast even more so. But I'm giving you heads up now because this is where we need to participate. You can complain all you like. You can please come and help us all you like. Without using the powers that I've shown you on the screen in English and in Yoruba, without using these powers consistently, these powers that I'm going to show you, nothing is going to change. The object of what we're trying to do on this platform is to encourage you to begin to use those powers that you see on the screen. Familiarize yourself with it. So let me go there. I'm going to show you the English one if I can find it. That's PowerPoint. Sorry about that. Constitution. Yeah. So you see these two. Please familiarize yourself with these powers. With just those two alone in your local languages, you can begin to hold our governance to account. So give me one sec. Yes. So I want you to consider this as an open letter to the Senate and the House of Reps. We, the sovereigns, demand the Constitution in all our local languages. We demand that. That is what we must say, and we demand for that from here on. 1 second, please. Yes, so just to make a bit more clarification, today being the 27th of February 2024, I think it's a Tuesday, if I'm correct. Yes, I believe it's a Tuesday. Now, what I'd really like us to do is to please help us share this broadcast. It's an open letter to the Senate, House of Reps. We, the sovereigns, that's you and I, we demand the Constitution in all our local languages. It is our right. We're using the powers of Section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority, and of 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. To demand that the constitution be translated into our local languages. So the languages you see here, it should be in Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Efik, Tiv, Ishon, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. That is what we need right now. So if they're going to make the laws and everything else, it has to be in the language that each and every one of us can understand so we can participate in the process. The process starts now. Join me. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share this broadcast. Let it reach as many people as possible. Let us begin to demand that the Constitution be in our local languages. It is a must. Without that, we cannot have any development whatsoever because they will continue to pass laws in English. People who need to know those laws and to use those laws will not know it because it's not in the language they understand. And that means that we will be denied our rights continuously. We need to put a stop to that. Join Citizen AY on the struggle. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. You can see on the button there. There's a subscription button right there for you to subscribe to. Click on that. Let me just help you again. Go ahead. Subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. Help us reach more people. Please share this broadcast. This is an open letter to the Senate and House of Representatives. We, the sovereigns, demand the Constitution in all our local languages, such as you see there: Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Efik, Tiv, Ishon, and so on and so forth. We are sovereigns and we have that right. The Constitution must be in our local languages, no ifs, no buts. If the Bible is in our local languages, so must the Constitution. Even if you are going to make a review, we demand that those constitutions be translated into our local languages and be put on the websites and be made available, easy access for the entire community to be able to read in their language. It is their right. Please share this broadcast. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm about Letron. What are your thoughts on this? How do you see this? This is a way we can begin to participate and put a stop to this injustice. The government taking money and not giving us accountability will come to an end because people will know they have the powers and the language to hold those elected into office into account. Please join us. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us grow this platform. We really need your support. I'll be back later on to come and talk about this in greater depth, but this is what we need to do. And please, when you get this broadcast, share, and share. You're, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share, and share. It is really important that this message goes across and reaches as many people as possible. It's no more time for talking now. It's time for collective action. We need this Constitution. Any amendments, whatever they're going to do with the Constitution, it has to be in our local languages as a matter of urgency. Please share this broadcast. Thank you for watching. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and bye for now.